So have you ever thought about this? I have to admit, I have something I want to brag about. It is this newsletter that I've been working on for a while now. And I have to tell you that I just want to brag about these people. You know, one of the things that I do at Unplug is I meet a lot of people. That is actually the best part about working here is I get to meet incredible people who tell me their stories. And one of the people that I met called me up. She had literally just lost her husband and she was crying on the call. And I didn't blame her. In fact, I think I started crying too when I started speaking to her. And she said, you know, I'm really looking for something that's going to help me feel better. Her husband had just died. Her kids, you know, were obviously very upset as well. And she wanted to just change her life. And she didn't know what she wanted to do exactly, but she knew that she wanted to feel differently than she did before the phone call. And I wanted to show you this picture. Hopefully I'm going to turn this thing around. Can you see this? Hold on. Okay. There she is. Her name is Kelly. And as you can see, she's actually someone who took the Unplugged Meditation Teacher Training Program. And after she graduated, she went from being very sad 6 weeks earlier to being in a much better state, having really kind of let everything out. And eventually she actually started to teach other people how to deal with grief. And she opened up, I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. She opened up a meditation studio inside of her garage. So you have to see this. Can you see that? There she is teaching actually inside of her garage. And now she teaches at school, she teaches kids, she teaches grief groups. It's really an amazing story. Another story that I wanted to tell you about is this guy, Ryan Nell. And Ryan came to us when we first launched the teacher training program, and I actually spoke with him, and he was living in the UK, still lives in the UK. He flew all the way to Los Angeles because he was working as a creative director in an advertising agency and decided that he was really sick of it. He wanted to do something new, and he had this idea in his head that he would open up a meditation studio in London and really help all the stressed out people who he worked with. And this was just an idea. It was a concept. He had this vision, not completely planned out. And he flew to LA. Now the teacher training program is 100% online, but he then graduated. And in this program, we kind of teach you how to teach, and you end up teaching a lot during the program. And he actually went back to London, opened up Levitate London, but didn't do it in the way he thought he was going to do, because we kind of told him that it would be better as a pop-up studio, so he wouldn't have to pay the rent that I had to pay at the time, because of course I shared all of the things that I unfortunately learned the hard way. And now I want to just show you him really quick. This is Ryan. Can you see him? Hold on, we just pause for a second. He's pointing up to Apple because he just taught Apple HQ. He is teaching corporates all over London. He's teaching classes all over London, and he is a full-time meditation teacher making a living doing this. Kelly is doing the same. Okay, the next person that I want to tell you about is someone who I just love. Her name is Kema Hagar, and she basically was someone who was working with oils. She did essential oils, and she was really into it. And the truth is that she really just wanted to not be a meditation teacher. That was not her goal. She wanted to be able to deepen her own practice and meditate every single day. And that was her goal. She wanted to never miss another day of meditation. And Kema, who is just the most beautiful soul, if you haven't followed her on Instagram, I would definitely recommend that you do, is now meditating every single day. And she talks about how she's meditating every day. And other people are meditating because of her, talking about how much it's helped her. One of the people that this is Kama, who's so cute and just such a cool girl. Oh, wait, hold on. There she is. She's in our newsletter this week. Okay, and she's going to be in the picture. I'm going to add at the end. Okay, so I want to just tell you about someone who was not in the newsletter, but this is another story that I love. So people always say, does it help with trauma? Well, Jen Reno, who, if you haven't followed her on Instagram, of course I'm going to recommend her. Jen came to us and she literally showed me the MRI of her neck. She had bolts going all the way down her neck from a snowboarding incident. She was like a serious snowboarder, a competitive snowboarder, and fell and literally crushed her neck and was addicted to the pain medications because it was just so excruciating. And she just was looking for a way to feel better. That was her goal. I want to feel better than I do right now. Now, I am not a doctor and I do not recommend this, but Jen Reno literally went off her pain medication while she was doing the Unplug meditation teacher training program. And she felt like the meditating in the morning and the meditating at the night was stronger than the pain medication that she was actually taking. It was making her feel better. So much so that she not only taught the meditation that she was doing in the meditation teacher training program, it is now lives on our app. So many people have done this meditation. It's helped them with pain. And she teaches all over California, which is so amazing. So that story I just love. Okay, this next story I want to tell you about. I'm sorry I'm bragging about all these people, but I just love them. Sharon Feeney. She is someone who lives in Jamaica. And I'm going to show you a picture of her right now. This is, hold on, sorry, I'm like so, you see her there teaching? That's Sharon. Sharon is an amazing yoga teacher living in Jamaica. She is an amazing nutritionist living in Jamaica. She's written a book on nutrition. She leads like huge classes on yoga. But one of the things that she didn't feel that she was doing is walking the walk. Okay? She wasn't meditating. She was doing yoga and maybe a little bit of shavasana, and she was working on nutrition, but she was not a meditator. And her goal was to not only become a serious meditator, but to actually be able to offer it to the already existing client base that she had. So Sharon ended up taking the teacher training program. Oh, she took it and then she did it for like a week and a half. And then she called me. She's like, I'm just so busy. I can't do this. I have to drop out. And I remember talking to her and saying, and this was this crazy thing. I'm like, look, I feel like we're friends. And I know we don't really know each other yet, but I feel like I would be a bad friend to you if I let you quit, because I know you want to do this. And I know you're busy, but it's never going to be a good time for you. And this happens to a lot of people. And so Sharon actually was like, you know what? I'll stick it out. And we kind of worked with her to make it, easier for her. And now she is not only teaching meditation all over the world, she teaches meditation retreats. She loves meditating every single day. And I actually flew to Jamaica and hung out with her a couple times. And we have so much in common. It was like my long lost best friend. I just love her so much. Okay. The next woman I want to tell you about, and you're not going to be able to see her that well, but I'll show you her picture really quick. Oh, wrong angle. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So you see that? That is Haley. Haley is a lawyer. And Haley was a stressed out lawyer at that. But of course, like most lawyers are completely stressed out. I know, because the entire second floor of the Unplug is 3 levels. There's a bunch of lawyers on the second level, and on the third level, it's all psychotherapists. So between the lawyers who are stressed out, who then go to the psychotherapist or come to the meditation studio, I understand. Being a lawyer is really hard. In fact, we've had several lawyers do the Unplug meditation teacher training program. But Haley was feeling like this was not the right thing for her to be so stressed out and working in law. So she wanted to work in law, but not be as stressed out about it. So she ended up doing the Unplug meditation teacher. And then she launched this meditation company called Legally Well, where she actually does a lot of corporates, teaching corporate clients. That was a picture of her teaching them meditation. And now she's like meditating every single day. She is also now on the Unplug meditation app. And what I love about Haley is she just had this voice that made you melt, but she didn't even realize she had that voice because she was too busy using it for law. And her voice was so beautiful and her energy was so beautiful. And I said, Haley, you should be teaching yoga too. She's like, really? You think so? And she just kind of felt like she should too. I'm like, yes, I don't know why. I just had this download. You should be doing it. So she ended up becoming certified in yoga as well. After she first became a meditation, certified meditation teacher with Unplug, and then she did a yoga certification, and now she teaches both yoga and meditation to lawyers and other people all over Los Angeles. So what I want to say is that the Unplug meditation teacher training program is not just for people who want to teach. Okay? It's for people who want to actually control their own emotions, to deal with their own trauma, to face their fears, to have the confidence to speak publicly in front of people, to know that at any moment, if they're in someone's toxic energy, that they can press the pause button and flip the switch like this. Okay? It takes 6 weeks, and it doesn't matter whether you're someone who's meditated a lot or has never meditated before. You will benefit from spending 6 weeks with David G., who to me is one of the greatest teachers of all time, and myself. There's a question here. Is there a community aspect? This is one of the best parts about the Unplug Meditation Teacher Training Program is people, and I say this to them and they're like, yeah, no way, because it's online. It's not true. But people become best friends. I know that we have a lot of teachers who've graduated this program who now vacation together, a lot of teachers who've graduated this program who talk on the phone every single day, who've created these kind of classes together, and they help each other. They're really close friends. And the reason why that happens on this program is because you get a buddy and you actually do these breakout rooms where you're teaching each other and they say something nice to you and you say something nice to them, and we're all building each other up until everybody is on the Unplug global platform teaching meditation by the last day of the program. And I know that sounds scary, especially for people who don't want to teach, but what it does is when you learn something and then you teach what you learn, it's like you learn it twice. It's like you lock it in. And so many people do training programs and they never teach. They just learn the science, the history, the different types of meditation, and they are given some scripts to use if they ever want to teach it. But we don't do that. So this is a 6-week program, and basically the first 5 weeks, well, day 1, you're going to meet the Unplug community, and you are meeting them and connecting with them. And, oh, there's a question. What if you don't want to teach but want to learn meditation? Yes. So this is not about just teaching meditation. This is about locking it in to the point where you couldn't even be paid to miss a day of meditation afterwards. You will meditate every day for 6 weeks and you will feel the benefits that you're having for yourself. There is not one person who's ever done this program who said, I don't feel 1,000 times better after doing it. It's like you're high for 6 weeks, but you also get comfortable learning, like, because you're doing all these different types, what is actually best for you. So which ones resonate with you? Some people might like doing a mantra. Some people might like mindfulness. Some people like guided visualization. And we do all of them. We do all of them. It's kind of like the best of compilation. And that's something else people ask me all the time is, what kind of meditation do you teach? Well, we teach all the kinds of meditation, but we simplify it. And I say this all the time, I'm going to say it again. But Steve Jobs had a sign on his wall at Apple, and it said, simplify, simplify, simplify. And then he crossed out 2 simplifies to make it even simpler. That's what we do. We have classes live here at the studio every single day. And these classes are so packed and so good because our teachers know that it is not about them. It's about everyone else. But this program is the opposite of that because it's really about you and your meditation. And the only way that you could ever be a great teacher, if you even decide to do that, and again, that is not why we do this program, we do it to deepen your practice, is because you can't be a great teacher unless you walk the walk. You can't be a great teacher unless you can fill up your own cup. And I see Shelly on here. Shelly, if you want to join me, I would love to catch up with you. Shelly actually did our Unplugged Meditation Teacher Training Program. And I remember very well that she was selling her business at the exact same time. So she was going through a very stressful period. She had a studio and has a studio, and she was actually training some of the people from her studio to go from yoga to be able to do meditation. And I see them doing meditation all the time, and that makes me so happy and so proud. Shelly, if you would like to come on, I would love for you to come on. So I don't know how I could add you. Let me see. Add Shelly. Let me see. Shelly, if you're free, you probably just popped on and you're like, wait. So what is the time commitment? Can you do it with a full-time job, kids, etc.? Yes, 100%, absolutely. So the time commitment is 6 weeks. 6 weeks is all it takes to start a habit and bring it into your life and have it change your life, okay? We've had people do this program with kids, with dogs, with cats, and even someone breastfeeding. She just like cropped the video here so we didn't see that she was breastfeeding and doing the Unplugged Meditation Teacher Training Program at the exact same time. So that was kind of an amazing thing. She had a newborn, and she even was able to do this program, which is kind of brilliant. And a full-time job. Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, it is 1 hour a day. Some people can cram that on the weekends. So every week you learn a different thing. So if you're learning the science one week, the Sunday you end up teaching meditation or sending us a little 3-minute video, just showing us that you learned what was on the program. And then we look at the video, or I look at the video, and I'm like, okay, that was amazing, but could you do this, this, this? I'm giving you a little bit of feedback so that you get a little bit better. So the first 5 weeks is on your own schedule, okay? But week 6, we're together as a group from 9 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock at night, Pacific Standard Time. And in that time, we're meditating with David G in the morning. We're meditating with David G at night. We're learning different styles. I'm teaching the business, everything that I learned the hard way. We're talking about the different types of meditation. Everybody asks questions every single day. We put them in the chat so we can get through it. We get through, because it's online, we get through so much. We used to do this live in the studio, and it was like 50% of what we do now. We also share everything. So if you do decide to teach, we give you where we get our music, where we get our videos from, how we actually film, and we kind of teach all those things. But the majority of the program is really about you meditating, you finding your own voice, because look, we teach what we need to know, right? We teach what we need to know for ourselves. And that is what this is all about. So I don't know if you have any more questions, but I'm happy to answer any of them. So it is a life-changing program. even if you don't want to teach. And the Unplug Meditation Teacher Training Program it starts on April 8th. And I personally meet with every single person prior to accepting them into the program. So first they apply, and then we have a chat, and then they're either invited to join or not invited to join, because I want to make sure like the energy is great. Because, you know, we've been on those programs where someone had weird energy and it was hard, and they distracted people. That doesn't happen on this program. Do you get practice time to increase confidence? That is my favorite question, because a lot of people feel like, who am I to teach meditation? They lack confidence completely. And the thing that this program does that's so different is you have to teach without a script at least 14 times. And the first few times, it's hard, maybe several times. But then it starts getting easier. So like, let's say David G says, okay, we're going to teach a gratitude meditation. And then we put you into a breakout room and you're one-on-one with another person. And you teach them a 3-minute gratitude meditation, and they teach you a 3-minute gratitude meditation. And then they say something positive about yours, and you say something positive about theirs. And then you come back into the room, and then we kind of share, and then you might say, oh, I wish I could do that again. And then we'll say, great. And then we put you back and we let you do it again, because practice makes, not perfect, but practice makes progress. The more you practice, the more progress you make, and the more confident you are as a teacher, because there is a huge difference between a good teacher and an average one. A good teacher is someone who loves it, who's passionate about it, and can share it with the world without looking at a script or repeating someone else's lines. It's coming from their heart. That's what makes passionate, great teachers. And of course, learning from the most brilliant teacher on the planet, David G. He makes it really fun, and he really gets to know everyone. So I would like to invite you to apply to the Unplug Meditation Teacher Training Program. It is starting in, I guess, like 2 weeks, which is unbelievable to me. And we have the most incredible group of people who are joining us on this program. And I really hope that we have some space. So we'd love for you to join as well. So please apply, and then we'll schedule a call. We'll talk about it, but read everything at unplug.com under the teacher training section. And you will see we have videos of the testimonials. I walk you through everything, so you probably won't even have questions by the time that we chat. So I want to thank you so much for taking so much time with me. I know I just have been rambling, but I love this program so much. And people always say, what's your favorite part about working at Unplug? And part of it is going to the classes. I love going to the classes. But my favorite thing at Unplug is the teacher training program, because I really get to connect to a group of human beings that are all over the world, who all are interested in the same thing I am, who all feel passionate or want to bring meditation into their lives into a more significant way. And we want to deepen our practice together. And I just love hanging out with people like that. So this 6-week program is just heart expanding. And people always ask me afterwards if I had work done after I meditate every day in the morning and every day at night, and longer than most of the times that I meditate. And I'm like, no, my face just looks so relaxed. I'm just glowing, and I'm stress-free. And it doesn't matter if the world is collapsing around me, because I can access that stillness and silence within. Oh, did I just do that? Wait, did that just happen? How cool is that? So I want to send you all love. Thank you for saying it sounds amazing. Let's see if that works. Love. Oh, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you fireworks, because this is what's going to happen if you meditate with us. It's going to feel like this. Yeah, baby. Okay. I hope you meditate with us. I hope you apply to the Unplugged Meditation Teacher Training Program, and just love yourself and give yourself some self-care. This is going to be something that will help you for the rest of your life, whether you teach or not. This will be something that will impact your life forever. If you had told me 10 years ago that this is what I was doing with my life, I would not have believed you. When I opened up Unplug, before I did that, I was a fashion editor. I was running around. I was doing too much. I was, busy, busy, busy. I did not take time for self-care. And this has changed my life in ways that I never even would have imagined. And it has introduced me to the most magnificent people on the planet. So I hope you're one of them and I get to spend time with you. And thank you so much. Peace. I don't know if anything comes with peace, but peace. Thank you. I actually am going to stay for a couple minutes and see if anybody has any questions. I want to thank all of you who came on. I mean, I can't even believe how many people are on this call. So thank you so much for coming on. If you have questions, you can also comment below. And I would love to tell you more about it because it is my favorite topic on the planet, meditation. I genuinely believe that the entire planet should be meditating, and we need more people doing this and sharing this. So I hope you're one of them. Thank you. Bye.